Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. Hope you guys are doing okay. It is a pleasure for me to be here once again. And this content is as a result of the feedbacks I got from my last two contents I posted here on YouTube. Those two contents before this very one you are seeing here, where I asked my viewers to put in the comment sections of those videos what they want me to create content on. And this very topic I'm about to dissect before you now came like first. Nosa Comedy, what are the Aduro questions? Nosa Comedy, traveling abroad for Aduro, how is it like? Nosa Comedy, what is it like traveling abroad to go and seek asylum? Those kind of questions. So I came here today to drop this information here, and this content is for educational purposes only, and it is based on information made available on social media and on the internet and in other public domains. So for those who are interested in traveling abroad, I hope and pray that your dreams of traveling abroad and becoming successful come to pass, because I want to see every one of us win and succeed. So now let's get into it. And if you're just coming across this channel for the very first time, please do well to subscribe to this channel because a lot is happening here. And do well to give this content a big thumbs up so that YouTube can also recommend this content to others who might also be interested. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do well to do so, because I am going to be dropping it back to back, and if possible, maybe 2 videos a day on this content so that I can be able to cover some of the questions that many of my viewers have asked. So let's get into it. Now, if you are traveling abroad for Aduro is asylum, and at the airport, number one, you declare your intention. So I'm reading from the source. So as soon as you arrive, you must tell, don't forget, let me state this clearly here. We are using Canada as a case study here, Canada. As soon as you arrive, you must tell the CBSA officer, that is Canada Border Services Agency officer, that you wish to claim refugee protection. That is the first step when you land, whether at the airport or any of the borders right there in Canada. So after that one, number two, identity checks and biometrics. This is for those who want to seek for this asylum at the airport, at the port of entry. Now, number two, like I said earlier, identity checks and biometrics. CBSA will collect your passport or travel documents, take your fingerprints if over age 14, and photograph you and your family members in Canada if you are claiming together. So if you move there with your family members, they will ask for this. Then originals are held by CBSA. You are given certified copies as proof. That is after they collect your travel documents, you understand? So the next step will be eligibility review, conducted by a CBSA officer either immediately at the airport or at a later appointment. So that is straightforward. I don't want to waste time on this. The purpose is to determine if you are eligible to make a refugee claim, not to decide on the claim itself. 4. Now, the common questions asked during the eligibility interview. Mind you, like I have said in many of my contents, asylum is for people whose lives are in danger. Asylum is for people whose lives are under threat in their country. So we'll get there. So number 4, common questions asked during the eligibility interview. According to legal and support guides, typical questions include: why did you leave your home country? What happened to you? This is where they are going to determine if you have all it takes to seek asylum. This is where they are going to determine if you qualify for asylum. I repeat, question they will ask you, question 1, here in no particular order though. Why did you leave your home country and what happened to you? The next question might be, what will happen to you if you return to your country? So, and the next one most likely will be, how did you travel to Canada? Who helped you? These are questions. The next question in line is, have you made a refugee claim in another country? They want to know if Canada is the first place you are traveling to for asylum claim. If Canada is the first place you are traveling to seek asylum, they want to know. If you have also sought for asylum somewhere, they also want to know. If you went somewhere and you were denied, they also want to know. Now, the other questions is this: what countries do you have citizenship in or legal status in? You know your country, you tell them. How long? Okay, then they will ask you family details. They want to know if you have relatives in Canada, if you have children in Canada, if you are married in your country, if you have kids in your country, how many are they? Then the next question: military, political, criminal involvement, or membership in any organization. They want to ask you, do you belong into any military in your country, in your country's military? Political, are you a politician? Do you have criminal involvement or membership in any organization that is leading to your life being in danger? They want to know, is your life under threat by the military in your country? Is your threat as a result of your political views? These are some of the things they want to know. Now they will also ask you details of your travel route or travel route. We call it route in Africa. Here we call it route. And whether you could have claimed asylum in a different country en route. So they want to know the countries you have been to before coming to Canada, so that they would be able to ascertain if you have made any attempt to seek asylum somewhere before you came to Canada. Now, officers may note inconsistencies or false information and note you. Information differs from later forms or what you say in your refugee hearing. Now, number 5, your rights during the interview. You have the right to an interpreter if you don't speak English or French. CBSA should provide one, often by phone. Then the next day, you can ask questions. This is your rights during the interview. You can ask questions, request breaks, and have respectful treatment. If detained, e.g., to verify identity or on security grounds, you have the right to be told why and to a hearing within 48 hours. Number 6, if eligible, CBSA refers your claim to the Immigration and Refugee Board (IRB) You will receive a Refugee Protection Claimant Document, ROPCD, or an Acknowledgement Claim, certified copies of identity documents, copies of notes from the interview, information on next steps, including the basis of claim BOC form, health coverage, and work permit eligibility. These are what you will receive. But if found ineligible, a removal order may be issued. Legal advice is recommended in that case. Now, preparation tips, how to prepare. Bring original documents, passport, translations with affidavits if documents aren't in English or French, because the two major languages in Canada are English and French. Have 4 passport-sized photos per applicant family member. Be truthful, consistent, and clear. If you are unsure of details, like exact dates, say so. Don't guess. Explain how visas were obtained, who helped you, and why you didn't claim asylum in countries you passed through. For questions like how long you will stay, a neutral answer like until the claim is resolved is safer than indefinitely. So they are telling you here, until the claim is resolved. If they ask you, how long do you intend to stay in Canada? Until the claim is resolved is safer than indefinitely. The next one there, ask for legal assistance as early as possible, particularly if your claim may be complicated by previous filings or documentations. So, my people, play this content all over again. I don't want it to be too long. So I just brought it out from where, So I believe this and other contents I have created on Aduro, on Asylum, will give you more broader perspective on how this thing is like and how this thing is done. Knowledge, they say, is power, and knowledge is a continuum. No knowledge is waste. Please like this content and share to your loved ones and to groups that you belong. And also let me know in the comments what you would want me to create content on. Let me know that information you need and I will deliver that content. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good one.